The hardest part of making window shades that fit the windows of your van nicely is making a pattern of the windows. I will show you how I did it and also how I made my window shades. Here are the materials that you're going to need: Scotch tape, blue painter's tape, pencil, scissors, and I used copy paper. Start off by taping 4 pieces of copy paper together like this. We'll call this the core. Take those 4 core sheets of paper that you just taped together, slide the edge between the window and the window weather stripping, and then tape the core to the window with the painter's tape. The next step is to slide another piece of paper between the window and the weather stripping and then tape it to the core. And just keep doing that until you've gone all the way around the window. The next step is to take a pencil and trace around the weather stripping of the window on the paper, being mindful of the angle at which you hold the pencil. Otherwise, your pattern may come out a little too small or a little too big. It's better to be a little bit too big. Once you finish tracing with the pencil, slide one of the edges of your pattern out from under the weather stripping, and you'll be able to carefully peel the pattern off the window if you use painter's tape in the beginning. If you use Scotch tape to tape your core to the window, you're going to have a really tough time. Once you've gotten the pattern off the window and out of the vehicle, lay it out flat and then tape all the loose edges down on the front and the back, and your pattern will be very sturdy. The last step is just cut along the line you traced with a pair of scissors, and you'll end up with a really accurate pattern of your window. Once you have your pattern, you can make your window shades out of whatever material you want. Lots of people use Reflectix, but I didn't want to use that. It would have been kind of expensive to buy enough to do the windows in the van. I decided to use a corrugated plastic product called Coroplast. There's also some other brands that use different names, but I was able to buy a 4-foot by 8-foot sheet at Home Depot for $20. And that was plenty to make the window shades that I needed for the van. This material is also what they make a lot of the yard signs out of. Once I had my pattern, the first thing I did was trace the pattern onto cardboard, cut out along the line with a straight edge and a pair of scissors for the corners, and made sure that the cardboard fit the way I wanted the plastic material to. Then I just used the cardboard to trace onto the corrugated plastic material. It cuts really well with a hardware knife. It cuts about the same as cardboard. I used a straight edge, and then there were some rounded areas that scissors work better than the hardware knife. Once I had the shades cut out, I decided to leave one side the natural white color and to make the other side black. And I used colored packing tape for that. It's pretty cheap. It's going to take a 110-yard roll or 2 55-yard rolls of this tape to cover all the shades if you decide to make them out of this plastic like I did. So one side you can use at night with the black side out for privacy. Nobody can see through there when you have lights on in your van. Or during the daytime, you could have the white side facing out to reflect the sun. For the front windshield, I just use one of these collapsible sunshades. It's black on one side and silver on the other, and it works fine, provides plenty of privacy. All the other windows in the rear windshield, I use the corrugated plastic to make the shades, and these things store real neatly underneath my camping box. I've used them for over 40 nights now, and they're very durable. They've held up real well, and I haven't had any problems with them.